All right. Just make sure everything's up. Perfect. All right. YM is actually still respecting that wick CE on the weekly or on the daily wick CE. Um, have not touched the monthly, and yeah, we just had a nice gap up. Daily chart, lots of stuff to get rid of here. Weekly fair value gap there. And then get rid of a bunch of these. We made relative equal highs here and swept those. I know that. All right. Nothing on the daily. But yeah, so far we did get a displacement here. So there was a shift here, and then we got the sweep. And on the 4 hour, we do have some displacement here. And then yeah, the new week opening gap from last week. Yeah, we still closed below this on the higher time frame on the daily. Yep. So we'll see what happens, but yeah. There's a new week opening gap here. Seem to be filling that in. Nice little shift down. So yeah. Looks like we do have a displacement here on ES, but it could be rebalanced here immediately. We do have a I'm gonna make that yellow because that is basically an inversion now. Daily, got some nice displacement here. Smooth those. Yeah, and just continue to shift, but failing to shift above highs, only having internal shifts. So 4 hour here. We respected a 4 hour here. the CE event. Now it's unfilled. This is getting filled. Same thing here. Moved down on Friday. 3-week opening gap. Swept these highs. Yeah. Thought those were meatballs.
Like chocolate pot. She was like, "Darn it, meatballs."
Alright, and then NASDAQ. NASDAQ came all the way up to that maximum. I want to check the stretch. So yeah, we got the S&T that should have taken a short on. Had the leg back up into Asia with YMSMT again, and now we're coming back up again, sweeping up of London. But at the same time, we made relatively cool lows here. And we've swept all these equal lows here, and NASDAQ has headed actually much lower. So I would actually expect NASDAQ to create the S&T higher if we're going to keep going. We're going to keep going lower. So far, ES and NASDAQ have just made lower lows, and now NASDAQ's failing to get above that one. Doesn't seem like a trade right out unless there's a long. But yeah, the short may have played. This was the liquidity pool here, and now we're basically at the CE of these lows here. This is just yeah, there was a short here. Did deliver below Asia. Yeah, I don't I don't see anything. Okay. Yeah, Nasdaq's all the way back up above. Makes sense it'd come up in a year and suit this, even if it was bearish. Yeah, we have shifted above this area, but it seems like we could immediately rebalance it too. So far, it's respecting the daily CE with the fair value gap. We got the in-week opening gap. Smooth highs, but yeah. Yeah, I wonder if there's S&T here somewhere. Yeah, why I made that lower low there, and why I'm delivering higher into that little gap there, into the new week opening gap again. Yeah, RTY could come back below here too. Yeah, I really want to see, if we're going to be bullish again, I really want to see why I'm just become super weak and manipulate these lows, which is totally possible because that's way lower. Yeah, for those other guys. No shifting here. That's interesting. Tap that fair value gap. Yeah, Russell looks really clean for shorts. Yeah, there we go. See, I like this manipulation coming up. Yeah, I kind of trust this Asia high. Um, don't think we'd want to come up above here, or even this high, which makes me trust the London high. We're getting above the true day open. No, we could come above this high. So yeah, maybe some sort of manipulation. Maybe ES wants London. Nasdaq's tapping into this liquidity. That's the thing. Without these guys, so seems like we could come all the way back up into the new week opening gap, possibly. Which would mean YM probably is going to come up into the order block. But yeah, maybe this Asia level, kind of like that. It seems like YM would want to soup these highs. If these are going to bounce, I'd want to see them bounce stronger versus whatever's happening here on YM. Just relatively to how how much they're moving down and up. There's no news until Thursday. Mm, flows were bearish as usual, but tide. Hmm, tide was bullish. Hmm. Sorry, it wasn't bullish, but it wasn't like extremely bearish. Calls and puts. Russell. So yeah, there's still a bull case. I mean, we did just soup out some stuff here, and we are respecting the daily here. Calls coming up and then being sold. So yeah, the bear flow is there, of course, as it always is. S&T. I didn't really look to see. Okay, there's just a 1 hour fair value gap here with this being so clear. RTY really moving. Yeah. Yeah, there was SMT at the London low, right here where YM manipulated lower. So yeah, that was there. Didn't offer a real entry other than just barely, tapping the order block at the 830 level. And I don't know if there was SMT there. Man, I don't have two. Midnight. Oops. Wrong one. Alright. So yeah, 830 level. Can't tell. I mean, there was some sort of an SMT there. It would Russell. Here, though, yeah, it looks like there was another SMT there. Why I'm manipulating. No delivery yet, but there was an SMT here, right at the level. Little order block, and then boom. So yeah, if Nasdaq wants to come down again, I'd get in a small long. But yeah, that's it. I think we could get along up into London High at least for Nasdaq. YM wants those Asia highs, I think.